tell us something that's new.
Well,
Is there
look,
that robot movie?
Well, I mean, let's
You
briefly.
did it last week.
Yeah, so we previewed it last week, and we'll just revisit
Is
briefly
there a difference
now.
between your preview and your review?
No, not really. Should we have a clip? This is what the thing that they do in the Transformers movies is every now and then, amidst the carnage porn, you get actors doing some stuff. So in this case, John Turturro, he gone. So now we have Stanley Tucci and Kelsey Grammer doing the actorly bits. Here's one of the clips from the movie that doesn't involve cars hitting each other.
Mr. Yeager, who do you think I work for? You're trying to protect your family. That's admirable. I'm trying to defend the nation. From alien war, we've had a taste of what that looks like, and we are not going to tolerate another. Now, there is a version of this conversation where you get to go back to your barn. Your daughter gets to graduate with honors, and life as you know it will go on. You have no idea what you're involved with here.
Really? What's the other version of this conversation? The one you sent in the hired help to murder my little girl? Or are you gonna man up and do it yourself?
What's your preference?
I looked up epic in the dictionary, and one of the OED definitions, although it's the casual definition, is an exceptionally long and arduous task or activity, and that is clearly the version which applies to Transformers: Age of Extinction. It is unbelievably long, 166 minutes, although there's another film out this week which is exactly the same length, and the time just flies by. So it does go to show that it's not an empirical thing. Length does matter, but it's a question of in what way you use the length of the movie, in which way you use the 166 minutes. It seems to me that Michael Bay is using 166 minutes to say, my movie is longer than your movie. It's louder than your movie. It's on a bigger screen than your movie. It's opening in more screens than your movie. And we've just had a press release which came out yesterday, Hollywood, California. Paramount Pictures' Transformers: Age of Extinction, the fourth film in blah, 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 is now the highest grossing film in China, earning $225.1 million in just 12 days of release, surpassing the prior record holder Avatar. So it is more Mora than anything ever.
Was that in capital letters?
No. Yeah. Let me have a look. You have a look at the press release. So that's
underlined.
Yeah. So it's taken a whole bunch of money, and that's absolutely fine. And it is longer than other people's movies, and it is louder than other people's movies, and it is bigger than other people's movies. It is also more boring than other people's movies. The action sequences are stunningly incoherent, despite the marginal, the kind of incremental slowing down in the editing time, which is what Michael Bay seems to think that epic is. You cut slightly slower, but it's still absolutely just his storytelling is monstrous. All the attitudes towards race and gender are all completely unchanged as before, as we discussed before. Endless discussions about the fact that the central character is a minor and the shorts she wears are too short, and to demonstrate it, the camera keeps looking at her from very low angles and saying, "Wow, those shorts are a bit short." And then there's this unbelievably inappropriate joke about statutory rape laws, and then this. I mean, it's just all the Michael Bay stuff turned up to 20 stupid and more and more and more and more, and it is just like being crushed by the sheer weight of the movie. I think the one thing that I would say is it surprises me that over the course of all the films, Bay actually hasn't developed in any way at all. And I think that part of the reason for that is that he made Pain and Gain, which he considered to be his art house project. He showed us his soul. Everyone went, blimey, I don't want to see that again. So he went, okay, fine. What you want is stupid. I'll give you stupid. And I do think he is the angel of destruction sent to destroy cinema with his flaming sword of corpulent rubbish. I think he is...
Is that a thing, by the way? Can I buy that later in a toy store?
Yeah, and if you wait till after Christmas, it'll be cheaper, because they will have sold other ones. I do think that what he's doing is, just kind of laying waste cinema by reducing everything to, it's not so much the lowest common denominator as the loudest common denominator. I mean, that's what he's doing. He is a loudest common denominator filmmaker. It doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're doing it louder and longer and bigger than everybody else. And it doesn't surprise me that the movie is taking money because, like any major catastrophe, people have a sort of weird, morbid thing about going. It's like the old American thing about going out and looking at roadkill. So it doesn't surprise me it's made a huge amount of money. It doesn't surprise me that people are going to see it, just because even I was kind of stunned by just how long it was, and just how tedious it was, and just how repetitive it was, and just how incoherent it was, and just how little anyone seemed to care about anything other than it being loud. So that is it. Michael Bay, the loudest common denominator.
You're quite proud of that
the
line.
apocalypse.
Let's put that up there in big letters.
So it just came to me.
It's very good too.